Hi guys. Welcome to the Binti Love Podcast. 5 points, 5 stars review. And I'm your host, Binti Love. Yay. Okay. Alright, now before I get started, to make sure, because this is the 5 points, 5 star review, that I give the stars. Let me start off with it. So, I gave this 4 stars for this review. And, okay, let's get into it. Alright. Before we do that, though, just want to say, the Fair Use Act of 1976 is for criticism, news reporting, commentary, teaching, scholarship, or research. Okay. And today, I will again be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville and it's going to be Season 6, Episode 4. And these are the beautiful people with all the great colors on. Spring colors again, with the good hair, and dress sharply. Alright. Okay. So, point number 1. Did Martha really kick Tisha out of her office? Well, she owns the company. Well, mostly, she owns mostly of the company. Let's talk about this man domination overruling again. That sometimes Marceau seems to have some issue with. Just saying. Okay, now point number 2. Let me report. The news that I did love Tisha calling Marceau out on it. About his male domination. That's right. Tisha, now, she could be sweet, and she is sweet with her little hip on her hand on her hip. And she could be sassy. But, sometimes that sassiness does come out, and she has to let people know. Like, I'm not playing with this male domination coming from my husband, Marceau. Now, if you guys remember, in the beginning, Melody was getting Tisha out of being so quiet. When the show first started, she was getting Tisha out of being so quiet and just staying at home and taking care of the kids. Because Melody was like, a woman that was working in the office with her husband, and they had their own businesses. And so Melody was like, Tisha, you got to do things for yourself. And that was mostly the relationship back in the day before they had all these hiccups. So, yeah. So, Tisha came with it, and she went back to school. She got more degrees and things of that sort. But, yeah, so she's not as docile as she appears to be. And so she got back into working and became more of a boss. And that was good for Tisha. And she asked, she had to call her husband out on that male domination, getting rid of her office, when she owns most of the company. That's funny. Point number 3, my criticism is this. I do not like when they have these relaxing moments. Like, everyone was there. They went to the massage. The ladies went to go get a massage. And everyone wants to turn up. Yeah, not a turnip green. Not turnip greens, but they want to turn up. Now, it's supposed to be a relaxing moment. La, la, la. Blase, blase. Oh, and these are the robes. And we're going to be in this massage room or that massage room. How do you argue in these places? I don't like to turn up. They need to turn down an activity, please. If you guys go to get a massage, let it be peaceful. Let's see that peaceful place and not change that into a negative place. Oh, that's a good place to have a negative argument and be sensational. No. When it's placed to be sensational, do the sensational there. But we like relaxing moments at home. Okay, great. A great massage, and let that be nice and peaceful conversation. So that's my point number 3. That's my criticism. Okay. Now, moving on to point number 4, the MVP moment, most viral player moments, with the moment when you're like, this really made the episode. I felt it was when Tisha and her cousin came to amends. We kind of saw it in the last episode, some of this in this episode, where they look so much alike, and they finally was like, okay. We got more of a story, too, that Tisha's cousin was actually going through things, and so that was not a good period in her life, and so we got to see that, and they really talked it out, because I'm like, what? I knew it had to be more than meets the eye. Like, there must be something for them just to not talk. And so I liked the fact that they came to amends, and, it was a great moment. So I thought that was the most valuable player moment of this episode, where we really got to know more about the cousin and why this bond had Tisha crying. And so when it's like that, definitely make up. Okay, is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? A research moment. Okay. All right, now, man domination. Dun, 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 dun. With Marcel. Okay, the research moment is man dominating society is called patriarchy. Patriachy. Patriarchy. Yeah. It is a structure when men dominate a social structure, and it's described as a system of social dominance that controls and oppresses women. The thoughts, their ideas as a practice. So I think Tisha is feeling that Marcel, has this new guy sitting there, allegedly sitting across from Marcel. It's kind of like a patriarchy type of society where Tisha had to call him out on that. Male dominance. He moved his wife out of the office with him, and he wanted the guy, the new dude, allegedly, to sit there, and they could be there and, talk forwards and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And Letitia doesn't have an office now. That was not a good move. I don't think that was a good move by Marcel. Just saying. And Tisha let him know, that's not cool. Like, now where is she supposed to sit? Laugh out loud, She pointed Marcel out about it also because she's, majority owner of the company, and she doesn't have an office. And so where's the respect there? And so that's the research moment about that. Again, about men trying to dominate the social structure to make the woman feel less than. And you have to let men know, no, that's not going to go here. And that was a good job by Tisha. Okay, now point number 5. The most loving moment was Tisha addressing Masha. Tisha with her hand on her hip, addressing Marcel. That was the most loving moment because she did it with love, and you kind of, let him know this is not cool, and she checked him out of love because he doesn't want to be that person. And you just got to let him know that's what you're doing right now, and it's not cool with his male-dominating ways. Because although I consider him a good guy, he still needs to see the things he does wrong. And Tisha did it with love, and she pointed it out to him, addressed him, and that's important. I thought that was really good of her to address Marcel and let him know that we don't like this male-dominating type of situation and all of that, and I was definitely like, okay, Tisha, I appreciate that. And, it's a way that you can speak to your husband and things of that sort, or your significant other, and let them know, I'm still a sweetie pie, but I'm not going to let you just do these things and no regard for her. Like, that's a big step. You don't have an office anymore and move this guy in. I don't know how small the office is, but, he didn't even talk to her about it. Just, we had to do this because he had to go home, and that's not your office anymore. And that's just what it is. No, I don't think those are. And she let him know. No, sweetie pie, that's not how it's going to go here. And I thought that was the most loving moment, how she was able to address it with love. But she's a strong woman, and you can see that. And I appreciate that reflection of her in this episode. All right, guys. Again, it's the Binti Love Podcast Review. I'm your host, Binti Love. And that's that. Bye, guys. Make sure to subscribe.